Hi, and welcome to a review of the Dow for Friday, the 15th of August 2014. And starting off with what we've got before the open, let's just get the video running that. You see the market tested the sort of half an hour before the market was due to open, and it also tested the BRN there of 16,750, which you can see there, the grey shaded line. So we know this area here. We can see new buying coming into the market. We can see a bit of selling pressure as the market starts to move higher. Bit of buying 5 minutes before the close. We've got resistance to the left, and then the market opens, and we see prices trading lower. So we've got the background of where we are in the 5-minute chart there, and then after this bar completes, we get a sell signal with a potential loss of 24 pips, and the market has got to go through the the market's got to go to the entry price, which means it's got to go through the BRN there of 16,750, and also, as I've brought to your attention here over on the left, as I did in the 14th market view, that we could have an issue should the market fill in this area. So let's just speed things up a bit and see what happens. See the market there trying to rally back, then it comes through the BRN there with some selling, which is usually very handy, but the selling disappears, and we see the market starting to reverse, and no surprise really, because this is what happened only an hour or so beforehand. So we see prices there coming back up to the BRN and eventually going through it, and this just smacks of the same activity that we saw on Thursday the 14th. Market going back through there. No real selling in this bar as it starts to find support. You can see the volume building, and then we see the buying coming back into the market. And again, no surprise really when you see what's to the left hand side of the price chart. So not enough selling to force the market through the resistance 1 area there and to drive prices onto the 20 pip scale. We're now seeing buying coming into the market with support at the psychological BRN, and also the buying there confirmed as we see prices starting to move back to the upside. We now find that we have a signal in the opposite direction. 24 pip loss there, entry price of 4 there, so we will reduce the potential loss there by 4 pips. And then we see the buy being filled now, the stop being filled also on the sell, and then prices getting stuck into a sideways range, because guess what, we've got a selling in this area. We're now seeing the selling in this area. As we can see, the market's come off the high in this bar, the close is well off the highs, the volume's increased, so we know there's some selling around there as well. And then we get this potential weakness following, which is an upthrust, and that's generally an indication of lower prices, especially in a sideways move that has some sort of selling to the left there. So again, back to the BRN. What does the market do? The market bounces off the actual BRN there with an increase in buying. Look, you can see the buying increasing there. So again, that's 2 losses now, because the market can't decide which direction it wants to go, and the signals unfortunately are coming just within this sort of psychological range and also the trading range. So now we see the market trading sideways. It starts to move higher once more, having stopped out the trade. Also, again, notice it's now come back to this area to the left. Again, we're seeing this increase in volume in this bar as prices come off the high, and the resistance to the left there. And then all of a sudden, the market moves sharply lower and continues to do this. We see some buying pressure coming into the market. This doesn't hold. We see the market going through the next BRN, through another BRN. So now we're down 150 points. And we see the market being tested at this level. So why did the market all of a sudden go from being very quiet in a range of about 20 pips to 160 down? Very simple. Bloomberg announced that there was a playground spat between Russia and Ukraine. Whether it's true or not is irrelevant. And this was enough to send the market to the downside, shaking out all of the week longs. You can see the buying coming into the market here. The normal process of events is really selling followed by buying pressure coming in here, trying to hold the market at this psychological BRN, then not holding and driving lower. And this is what we wanted to see up here, actually, when we were short the first time. And then you see testing coming into the market, the selling disappears, the selling then returns, and all of a sudden we start to see this drop off of selling. We see a bounce back to the upside as they try and get confirmation of whether the rumour is true or not. And then we see the market coming back through the BRN. It's testing right back down to the lows. A close below the low of the blue bars, we'll see the market move lower. So as prices try to move higher, the volume's dropping off, so there's no new buying. So if there's no new buying, the market's free to move lower. And now we see it moving lower, and a bit of volume coming in here. You can see how these two volume bars have increased there. So we're not getting any signals at the moment because the market's shaken out of its sideways range. Switching different time frames there, just having a look. So now you can see the market retesting again at this BRN here, and this means that the market is having tested here and now retested down at the S3. We're seeing further testing before the market then is free to move back to the upside. So as we head further on through the trading session, you should see some sort of professional buying coming into the market. We've got a retest there with the market just closing below those, but that is during the late afternoon when most people are out at lunch. So you're seeing this sort of sideways pattern develop with a bit of selling there with the red bar, and then eventually we'll see prices starting to move higher. There's your professional buying following any selling to take out the high of this bar. We've got the testing in the background, and then we see the markets moving higher. We've got some selling pressure there. You can see that there. The range of the bar is narrower than the previous bar, and prices, and the reason for that is we're back at the psychological level there of 16,650. So the market needs to drive through this range to move higher. Now you see the professional buying coming in, moving the market higher. Prices coming back to have another look at that BRN there. Coming back through, but then returning and moving back to the upside. And then as we head towards the close on the Friday evening, we get another potential sell, which is not filled. The buy isn't filled either, as we see the third buy, and it's too late in the session as well. And then you see the market just moving higher before the close and making a quite considerable recovery overall for the day. And there's the last potential signal there. So a quick look at where we are on Monday morning. There's the full picture for Friday. You can see the two losing trades there, then the market reacting to the rumour. I always say rumour because you never know whether it's true or not, as most news programs these days seem to be filled more with propaganda than they do with real news. But whatever it was enough to move the market. We see prices moving sharply lower, and then we see them retracing around 50% before the close on Friday. And of course the market's now going back to more or less where it was on Friday as well. So prices moving back to the upside there, and you can see the buying coming in at around 7 o'clock this morning. You can see a bit of new buying there entering the market, again retesting here as well. But of course we're only concerned from 2:30 to 9, so let's see what the market brings for today. Right, well, that's it for this market view. Quick look at the Dow and what happened on Friday. A very uneventful day as far as picking up pips are concerned, unfortunately, but then the market just decided, following the rumour that Ukraine and Russia were having a few issues, and then it sent the market 160 points down, which then the market came back. And the reason for this is quite simple. The market is bullish in the overall bigger picture, so any excuse to mark down the market and bring it back will be used by the professional traders. That's it for me. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.